Jeff, why don't you talk a little bit about some of the great things that we have coming up here?
Well, I'm excited to be able to go through some of the news items that we're going to be talking about. I think the way that our show will be structured is that we'll talk about kind of new things that have happened in the previous week when we're recording the show, whether it be articles that we've read about or new things that have been released by different companies that will help all of us in the classroom. We're going to be able to get through some discussion points, talking about maybe some Twitter chats that are going on, some topics for those chats, the different conferences that any of us have been to and what we were able to learn from that, and kind of get some feedback from each other and share that with all of you as well, about what we learned at some of those conferences. And then one of my favorite sections is that we're going to be able to share some of our favorite apps that we found for either iOS or Android devices to be able to give you some more tools to use in your classroom with your students. So it's going to follow a fairly consistent routine, I think, where we kind of hit some news, talk about some discussion pieces, and then kind of close out with some of our favorite apps as well.
Right. And my favorite part of this whole podcast so far is by throwing it to my co-host and asking them to improvise on a given topic.
The Vine app from Twitter, where you can make the 6-second videos, and all you do is point it's kind of almost like making a GIF file, but so you just point it at them, you can stop it, and as long as you hold your finger down, it'll tape for that 6 seconds, and so you can do like a little stop, then another little pause, then another little pause, then bam, it goes right onto Twitter, and it's really interesting. So I like the Vine app a lot more than I thought I would. And I heard it was acting, as we say in the business, a little wonky at first, but it's been nothing but fine for me.